Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to get lumite and lumite points inside of Oaklands. So there's two entrances into the lumite caves. The one requires the refined scuba tank, but assuming you do not have the refined scuba tank, I'll show you the entrance that does not require the refined scuba tank. So first go down this path. Now this is inside of the lumite caves. I'll show you the path I usually like to take and also how to get to the lumite store. So first I like going down here. Note that there won't be many lumite crystals formed because this server is pretty brand new. I also recommend joining a single player server because then you won't have to deal with other players taking the lumite. Once you make it down to this area where it's like a four-way crossway, each way will have lumite crystals. That way is where we came in from, which is a lot smaller of a passageway. Then here's another passageway that I recommend having a refined scuba tank due to there being a lot of flooded areas. This area is another regular area to find lumite crystals, and this is the pathway to get to the lumite store. If you go down here and turn the corner and do a direct U-turn over here, you'll see that there is a waterfall with like bright green crystals inside of it. If you exit your vehicle and walk over here, you will, here, if I deactivate my scuba tank, you can swim through here and then jump out of the water. You will see the lumite shop. To get lumite credits, you need to find lumite. That will show you some locations where I like to find lumite. And you will also see all the items. Just like a regular shop, you grab the item you want to get and put it onto the checkout counter right here, and then talk to the shopkeeper. I'll now show you the locations where I like to find lumite. Note that it might be difficult to get back into land without a gravity coil or fusion coil onto this side. I recommend taking these paths that I will show you to get to the other side if you don't have the gravity coil or the fusion coil. So if you take this path down here, you go past these prismarine nodes, you go down here, then if you cross this bridge, you'll end up on the other side, and you'll be able to go over here. And then you'll be on the other side, that which it's a lot easier to get up due to there being a little stepping pad right there. I recommend grinding in other places other than this location, because then you can just swoop over here later, so you can deposit your lumite to get the lumite crystals or points. I also recommend having either a grabby grabber or the grabbiest grabber to also transport your lumite. You may need to break prismarine nodes too if they get into your way. So here is a lumite node. What I like to do is mine the rock entirely and then sort the prismarine and lumite. This is a very awkward area, so it might not be perfect. Now once you have all the lumite in a node, I recommend pulling them up to the side, grabbing your chisel and chiseling them down until you can no longer chisel them. The point cost will stay 1 the entire time, even if it's a small or very tiny lumite rock. This makes it a lot easier that when you have either the grabby grabber or the grabbiest grabber, it allows you to grab more lumite at a time. Now here is my truck after chiseling all of the lumite. You can see that it takes up a lot less space, and I can actually fit over, like probably over 100, if not like 200 lumite points inside of this truck. This is a huge, huge improvement, and it makes it also so you have to take much, much less trips when going to the lumite cellar, like cellar or store. You also have to be very careful because you can easily fall into the water, and doing that will make you not be able to drive your truck unless you have the refined scuba tank. And now in that case you might be able to drive all the way to the bottom. And there is actually a part where the water gets very shallow, and you can actually drive back onto land. So now, after that, I can carry an entire lumite ore node with just one grabby grabber, and that was a pretty large node too. I could very well fit probably a couple more nodes into this room too. And if I go to the checkout, that's 16 credits, which might not seem like a lot, but that's only one node, and that was only one trip that I could have easily grinded out for like an hour and gotten probably over 100. The items here are quite expensive too, so that's why it's very good to grind lumite credits. You can actually sell items like the refined scuba tank for over 200,000 in-game currency. If this tutorial helped you in any way, make sure to like, subscribe, and maybe even comment or join my Discord server in the description. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.